Good morning. It's nice and early here this morning, and I thought I would just go ahead and get this video made because it's actually something that's been on my mind lately quite often. And since yesterday, after talking to someone who's very close to my heart, I just wanted to make this video and talk about things. So today we're going to talk about a little bit about chronic illness and long-term illnesses, how it affects people, how it affects your work, your job, and everything else in life, pretty much. I hear it a lot lately. I've been hearing a lot from others about invisible illness, chronic illness, all these kind of things, and I just wanted to address it because I got a message yesterday and it really affected me. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Christy, and we talk about on this channel everything and anything that could happen after 50 unexpected. And typically we talk about job hunting and things like that. But today I want to talk about chronic illness because, like I said, it's something that came up again yesterday, but it's been coming up over and over. I get it in comments on my videos, and it just it affects a lot of people. And I think it's time maybe we start sharing stories for reasons to, one, know that you're not the only one out there. You're not the only one going through something that other people don't understand. You're not the only one out there, excuse me, dealing with things that other people can't see or comprehend. So, yesterday I received a call from a person who is very, very close to me, and I hadn't heard from them for a while. Typically hear from them on holidays or things, and didn't hear from them at Easter time, and thought things were, maybe just busy. Didn't think much of it. Sometimes, these things happen. And I got a call yesterday, and they were letting me know that they just recently been in the hospital. Now, this person, she's young. She's still under 40. So she's, I think, 38 or 39. And in her 20s, she was diagnosed with a very unknown autoimmune, which I can't even pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. So she has had this autoimmune for quite a long time. And she's been in remission, actually, for quite a while. And she's been doing really good. She is a teacher, and she's been working really, really hard over the years on getting her teaching credentials and working towards her, I guess it's like a 10-year thing, that they have some type of 10-year program that she's been in. And she's taught in different locations in different states. So I'm a little confused on the whole thing. But anyway, she is at 9 years right now in her teaching. And so she only has 1 year left to go. But she let me know that she started not feeling well about a month ago, and it started coming on really fast. She went to the doctor, let the doctors know that things were not right. They started setting her up for some testing and things. But then before she could even get in for that, she woke up one morning and she couldn't walk. She couldn't get out of bed. Excuse me. So she had to have her husband take her to the emergency room, and they wheeled her in, and she said that they treated her really well, and they started working on her, and starting her getting set up for testing and things that she needed right away. She was in the hospital for approximately 2 weeks. During that time, they ran a lot of testing and she had a re-diagnosis. The test results came back and she had, multiple lesions throughout her brain. She has multiple lesions on her spinal cord. And she's in a lot of distress inside her body. So she has now been re-diagnosed with MS and also the autoimmune that she already had. She was finally able to stand and walk. Not very well. She says she's very weak, but they let her go home. Her husband's been taking great care of her. Thank you so much for that. It's just makes me feel a lot better because she's a few states away, so I don't get to see her every day or anything, only by phone or text. So as we were talking, though, this is where it just kind of struck me is she's more worried right now about her career than anything because she's worked so hard and it's taken her longer to get to this point than most people because she has had to take breaks and things because of her illness, and she has had to take a little extra time here and there. She's also a mother of 5. She has now 3 children over the age of 18 and 2 still at home, so she is still full-time mom, full-time teacher. I believe she's teaching 4th grade. And I don't know how she does it. And now this. And she's worried because if she doesn't go back to teaching by the time school starts next year, she could possibly lose this 10-year program or whatever it is that she's been working on. And she's like so worried that that's going to just change everything. And it's amazing to me how we put our careers and these positions so much ahead of our own health and our own excuse me, I'm trying to keep the emotional level down a little here, but it's not working out so good. So it just breaks my heart to think that she's worked so hard and now her whole life could possibly completely change and she may not be able to go back to doing what she loves the way she loves doing it. But I told her to stop worrying about that right now. Focus on her health, of course. You can't help others if you're not healthy. And you can't do what you love if you're not healthy. So I hope she's focusing on that now. But, it just doesn't seem right that we have to worry so much. And also, she's very financially having a hard time as well, of course, because now there's only the one income, and I don't believe her husband was working full time. I think he had been doing a lot with the kids. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on any of that, of course, but it just, So I wanted to share a little bit about that because we are all going through these things, including myself. It's part of the reason I'm not with the last corporation I was working at. And that was just partially my my reasoning for leaving when things don't make your body feel well. It's not worth being in that situation because it's not going to be better. It's just... And I'm not saying that all jobs are terrible. I know people that have had wonderful, wonderful employers when they've gone through things like this. I had an employer in the past that when I ruptured my Achilles tendon and I couldn't walk at all, and I had this cast and this walking boot and a walking scooter and all these things that they were really kind and really helpful for me, really accommodating. I mean, but it was also something that you could see, and it wasn't just something that, you know, you can't see on the outside. So I think that also made a difference. But they were so accommodating, so helpful in so many ways, and it was amazing. I wouldn't have gone so easily through that time of dealing with that as I did if I worked for someone who just didn't care. So I guess, so when you're out there looking for jobs, consider things like, does this job offer anything that will support me if something happens? I mean, yes, we all need to go to work and it's important, but it's also important to remember that things happen, and it's great to have a little bit of support if you can find that available. It's very rare these days, unfortunately, but I'm hoping more people are becoming aware and become more humane when it comes to how they treat their employees. I also know a lot of you have had a lot of experience with this type of thing, and a lot of you have stories you could share. You could share maybe to help others. Maybe you've figured out some miraculous little things with yourself that have helped you be able to have more of a normal, I guess normal's not really the word, but more of a genuine life and lifestyle after having disease. And I'm thinking I would like to open up this channel for those of you that maybe have a story of this you would like to tell, make people aware of. Maybe, like I said, maybe you've found something in your journey that could help others. I'm going to go ahead and put an email address down below in the description. And if anyone wanted to send in a story about their struggles, what they've gone through, in the hopes of helping others, maybe you just don't want to get online and read it yourself, but you would like to share it, I'm going to leave my email. And if you want to send those to me, I will read them on my channel. I will put them out there for others to learn from, to gain understanding from. And if you do want to remain anonymous, that's totally fine. I won't say a word. I won't give out any of your information. I just think that people can help heal when they know that they're not the only ones struggling, not the only ones going through these things. And to know that the more it's openly talked about and openly out there, I think the more as people will be more accepting of the things that we can't see and can't understand. I know it can affect our lives in so many ways. So before I start crying again here, I just wanted to put that out there, and I'm going to put that email down in the description box. And if you do want to send your story and want me to read it on my channel and talk to others about it, I will do that. So if you found anything in this video that maybe touched your heart, or gave you a little understanding that there are people suffering that you don't know about, please like my video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to hear more. And if you want to send in a story, I'm going to put an email address down below. Also, this is something I'm going to send to my friend when she's feeling a little better. I'm going to have her join school with Common Sense Method with Kevin and his beautiful wife, Michelle, because they have gave me the courage to get on here, as much as I do not like looking at myself talking. But they have given me the courage to get on YouTube and start talking and telling my story and who I am and what I'm doing in this world. And I think that they could help others too, just to get started on YouTube and create a channel and maybe possibly earn some extra money at some point. It's really a fun thing to do. I'm starting to have a lot of fun with it now, and I'm starting to see the potential of where it could possibly go. So if you're interested in starting YouTube, I'm going to put a link in the description box to School Common Sense Method, and you too can be on YouTube, even if you don't want to, like me. Anyway, so hope you all have a wonderful day. It's Wednesday, so we're halfway through the work week, and the weekend's on the horizon. So thank you, everybody, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.